Assalamu alaikum friends, this is Mudassar from Phonier. Galaxy A series brought tremendous fame for Samsung in 2019 that continues in 2020 as well. Samsung Galaxy A31 is the successor to old Galaxy A30, which was one of the popular A series devices for being pocket friendly. Starting with the performance, Samsung Galaxy A31 doesn't offer too much to the gaming enthusiast, and the primary reason is low-powered Helio P65 chipset that offers two A75 cores clocked at 2.0 GHz and 6 smaller A55 cores clocked at 1.7 GHz. There is also a Mali G52 for graphics handling. The phone offers enough RAM, 4GB and 6GB depending upon the region, but the combination doesn't seem to work well for online games like PUBG and Call of Duty. Although you can tune the PUBG at HD graphics and high frames, but less than ideal hardware and software optimization keep killing the gaming experience. Even the game launcher on board doesn't seem to help smoothen the consistent frame drops and lags. However, we didn't notice much problems with day-to-day general working such as social media activity, movies, songs or games like Subway Surfers on this device. But you should expect a little lazy response while opening the apps or switching between them from time to time. We couldn't do AnTuTu benchmarking on this device since the app kept crashing every time we ran the benchmarking app on this device. This may not be the chipset problem since we have already run it on Vivo S1 and Vivo Y19 with similar chipset. The sound from Galaxy A31 single firing speaker at the bottom is loud enough for small room, but that isn't sufficient for outdoors where you definitely need the earphones for both call and multimedia sound. There is a sound quality and effects module inside the settings area, but that only works well with good earphones. The pair Samsung provides out of the box isn't worth relying and looks more like a cheap deal. You can also attach an additional Bluetooth device to play sound from a specific app and use earphones for a separate app at the same time. The in-display fingerprint scanning has been improved from Samsung standard when comparing with last year's A series devices, but it is comparatively slower than some of the Chinese rival we get in this price range. As far as the battery is concerned, Samsung Galaxy A31 is quite an improvement from previous models. This time around, a 5000 mAh battery along with a 15-watt charger have given this phone quite a boost. We could charge this device in 2 hours and 22 minutes, and during our drain test, the device survived for 17 hours and 18 minutes, which is an excellent battery backup. If you want to have a look at our detailed battery testing video, it's on our channel already and you can also click on the link above to watch it. In short, Galaxy A31 can easily accompany you throughout the day, and if you aren't a frequent user, it can give you a day and a half before it gets exhausted. For the main performer, Samsung Galaxy A31 features 48 megapixel lens. Rest of them are 8 megapixel for ultra wide angle, 5 megapixel for macro and 5 megapixel for depth sensing. Although the cameras are upgraded and mere specs looks on par with rivals in this price range, they fall short of some of the most sought after tools like slow motion videos, limited pro mode that doesn't do much, and above all the absence of night mode, that is a major turn off. You cannot get decent shots at night, especially when the light is too low or it is too harsh. Despite a 48 megapixel sensor, the day performance isn't as promising as it is expected from a quad camera setup. We found weaker color reproduction, an acceptable amount of details and smooth images with lesser noise in the broad daylight. The 48 megapixel mode isn't impressive at all. The pictures carry no extra detail in contrast to 12 megapixel shots, but the noise level is on the higher side. The live focus makes use of 5 megapixel sensor for bokeh shots to create nice background blur. and smooth looking noiseless day shots that are good in details. The colors look better than what main lens would produce, but they are still not accurate. Five megapixel macro lens can be quite creative for static subjects, but it does not seem to handle the daylight well. Once again, the camera misses to deal with the color accuracy. The images are more yellowish looking and less contrasty, and sometimes they are overexposed. In low light, the macro and bokeh modes are not worth a try. Without a night mode, the Galaxy A31 only relies on its image optimization algorithm in the low light. It struggles to handle the noise and light sources that sometimes cause different artifacts to appear on the images. But it can get some acceptable details in the low-lit areas where the lens doesn't face the light source directly. This is not a very ideal situation for weddings, musical concerts where one has to shoot the stage. This phone doesn't seem to handle such moments. The 8 megapixel ultra wide lens works better for day shots. Of course, its smaller size doesn't allow it to capture good details, but it is comparatively better in color reproduction and exposure. At night, it doesn't get better at anything similar to the main lens. Unlike the rear camera, the 20 megapixel front camera gets some well detailed selfies that are vivid and well exposed in the day. At night, without a dedicated night mode, it also suffers with noisy shots. Samsung Galaxy A31 can shoot 1080p videos from both front and rear cameras that are good in colors and details. However, we don't find any sort of stabilization on this phone, which is not a great sign for vloggers. Well, Samsung Galaxy A31 is surely an upgrade in terms of specification from the previous year's A30 and A30s, but it doesn't offer too much performance upgrade. Being a phone carrying a low power chipset, it is not a good device for online gaming. It is a reasonable device for journal use with a strong battery backup, but in the camera department, it is surely not a reliable option. In this price where it falls, you can get to see a lot of capable devices. Redmi Note 9s at much cheaper prices, and there is also Huawei Nova 7i with a much stronger chipset. So guys, this is the camera and performance review of Samsung Galaxy A31. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until my next video, Allah Hafiz.